And next here on the 60th Friday Weekly Show from Radio Free UK, we have Alan Taylor-Shearer's regular update on Alan's Antics, his own podcast. If you like what you hear, do click through, visit the original podcast, and you can subscribe to him directly. Take it away, Alan.
This week on Alan's Antics. First of all, I'd like to start off with a trigger warning for any feminazis out there who are listening to a misogynist, patriarchal, cis white male talking about feminist issues. Please be aware that this is actual reality and you are delusional. If you're still here, I can only assume that you are a free-thinking adult. And it appears that Cassidy Boone, however, is the furthest point away from that adult grown-up thinking. Because this is what she had to say about the man who saved her life after, I suppose, she was technically dead.
Hi guys, my name's Cassidy Boone, and today I'm going to be talking about something really important. It's really hard for me to talk about this, and I've only told a few people, but I feel like it's my responsibility to spread awareness because this sort of thing happens every day. A few weeks ago, I almost drowned. I was at this lake having my first swim of the summer. There is this jumping platform thingy that everybody was jumping off, so I thought, what the hell, I might as well try it too. It looked like fun. Apparently, I hit my head on the way down, and I was knocked unconscious. I woke up lying on my back up on the platform, with a whole bunch of people standing around me, and this weird 40-year-old guy, pressing down on my chest. At first, I had no idea what was going on, but then the man who had revived me told me that I had been underwater for almost 2 minutes. So now, I'm suing him for rape for what he did to me. Yeah, sure, he saved me from drowning, but it doesn't excuse what he did to me down there. If we excuse people like this, it is a fast and slippery slope before we start excusing people like child molesters and murderers. He raped me. He put his hands on me without my consent, and by definition, that is rape.
There's been a demonstration in Dundee over threatening behaviour at a work capability assessment. It may seem to be fantasy, but a man is to be sentenced for threatening behaviour after he insisted on accompanying a vulnerable woman to her work capability assessment. So what we're seeing here is a broken welfare system that's desperately trying to fight against the people. Well, the people are pushing back, and I say more power to them. If you're one of these people that's had to go through one of these work assessments, you'll know how distressing and how stressful it can be. Just being in the same room as somebody who's having to undergo one of these things is very, very stressful indeed. And I've been there. For somebody who has mental health problems or other difficulties in social situations or in situations where they're confronted by somebody who doesn't know them, who they don't know, who's asking them very personal, intimate questions, and they're expected to answer, it can often be a very, very trying time. So that's why these advocates are so important, and for the staff to physically assault an advocate and to physically prevent him from doing what he was asked to do by the person who was having the assessment, well, those are the people that should be on trial, and not this man who's just trying to help another human being. Now, this is a slightly older story from The Guardian, but it's one that I want to bring to your attention because it just shows the vulnerability of the average person. Fury as law firm boasts of great win over parents of vulnerable children. A law firm that specialises in contesting claims for children with special educational needs, or SEN, has apologised for publishing a series of tweets that appeared to gloat at parents. Baker Small, a law firm that acts for local authorities, triggered widespread anger amongst parents of children with disabilities with the remarks made on social media. The firm subsequently deleted them and made a donation to charity. One of the tweets said, "Crikey, had a great win last week which sent some parents into a storm. It is always a great win when the other side thinks they won. We are sincerely sorry for the tweets and for the upset caused." Yeah, I bet they are. They're just thinking about their £1 million that are going to come from all those local authorities. They don't care about the kids at all. They don't care that this is going to damage them and is going to set them back many, many years. All they can see is pound signs, and all the local authorities can see is a way to spend less money. Because after all, SEN kids, they're not going to contribute to society, are they? They're not going to be good workers. They're not going to be good little drones, are they? Because they're not good for anything. They're good for nothing. That's the way they're seen. I'm a parent of an SEN child, and I can tell you that's exactly how we are seen by local authorities and those that put themselves in places of authority over us. Well, I say, stuff them. They have got to be joking. This has come from global.handelsblatt.com, which is an English language German newspaper, and I picked this up from Twitter and Mark Urban, who's at MarkUrban01. It's that Brexit did you use the minibar checkout moment. UK may owe EU £20 billion in unpaid budget contributions. And this from the people who haven't had their accounts signed off for more than 15 years. They can't get their own budget straight, but they're insisting that we pay them £20 billion before we can leave. Sounds like bribery to me. And blackmail. Well, that was just a little snapshot of the week on Alan's Antics on RadioFreeUK.org. To hear the full recordings and a whole lot more, go to RadioFreeUK.org. And there'll be more next week. Take care and have a safe one.